How do I set up a percent problem? Like if I say 8 is what percent of 32? How are we going to set that up? Well, the first thing you want to do is I have my steps here. I have three steps I'm going to deal with, one, two, and three. I'm going to make it really, really simple. The first thing you want to do is translate what you see in front of you. If we're going to translate, what does that mean? That means that this 8 is, what does that mean? That means 8 equals, right? Then what percent is always n over 100, right? Then the of is always multiplication. And then we're going to bring this 32 down. Now, we must make these both fractions, so we must add a 1 underneath the 32. The next part of step 1 says we're going to multiply the fractions. So if we're multiplying these fractions, we're going to bring the 8 down first of all. Go ahead and bring that down here. Equal sign. Then we're going to multiply. So n times 32 is simply 32n. Remember, when you're multiplying a number by a variable, it's just simply that number plus that variable. 32n, and then 100 times 1 is, yes, 100. So you see here it's a fraction. So we put the n times 32 on top, which would be your numerator, and the bottom is 100 times 1, which is at the bottom here. Now, step 2 here. We're already done with step 1. We've already multiplied. We've already done that. Now we're on step 2. It says multiply the number that's attached to the equal sign with denominator. So that means that we're talking about multiplying this number that's next to equal sign here. We're going to multiply that by the denominator, which is the bottom number there. If we do that multiplication, what should we get? Yes, we get 800. Cross this out, cross it out. What do we have left we haven't crossed out? We got the equal sign, bring that down, and we have 32n. And the last step says divide. Now let's set this division problem up. Now, the way this is actually saying 32 times something is 800. Okay? But the way we do this is whatever number that's right next to the variable here, which is a 32, we write that same number underneath here, and we do the same thing on the other side. And this kind of tells us, it kind of gives us an idea. We know that we're going to be dividing these two numbers. And so let's set this up. It's 800 divided by 32. And 32 goes into 800 two times, right? And that should be 64. And if you do your subtraction right, this should be 160. So 32 times something is 160, and if we do our math correctly, it is 5, and that's 160. And so n equals 25. So 8 is 25% of 32. That's our final answer. Great job.